Today we are looking at a very nice, interesting topic here, investment. And this is basically to invest in Zambia while also you are in diaspora. Even the people down there in Zambia, they can also take advantage of investment in treasury bills. And I would generalize to say that government securities. And what it means when I say government securities is government securities are a type of financial instrument where investors can park their extra savings to earn a fixed interest or grow wealthy over time. There are various types of government securities such as treasury bills, government bonds, and these are what we call debt instruments. Those are what we call debt instruments. So why government securities? Government securities are a debt financing options for the government. The government uses securities like bonds to raise funds to expand its operations and build infrastructure. So other people would be wondering is why government bonds? What are the government bonds for? So that is the purpose of government bonds, for the government to use your money to invest in any infrastructure.
A road, a bridge, a bridge, something like that.
Yes, yeah. So again, who can invest in these securities? That could be one of the questions. Who can invest in these securities? So it could be an individual or organizations. But the key area there is that despite where you are, wherever you are, what normally happens is you have to have a bank account in Zambia. That's the key.
Yeah.
I'm here, but I'm doing treasury or securities, but you have to have a commercial bank, having an account in any commercial bank in Zambia. At the times like this investment is what we call scam-free and hassle-free. Because things can be just happening for you. You are just seated telling your commercial bank, hey, can you auction for me ama bonds ama shani ku Bank of Zambia? Because what we are talking about here, you are talking about dealing with your commercial bank and the central bank, which is Bank of Zambia. So these are the institutes that work into helping you build your own wealth through investing into these kind of institutions. I live here in Washington, D.C. I don't travel so often, but I'm able to trade and do these things by instructing my bank to trade for me. But again, nowadays, like as from I think 2 years, the Bank of Zambia has changed. What they are doing now is they are making you register. You have a number in Bank of Zambia to recognize you. That allows you that at the times you cannot use your commercial bank, you can bid by yourself wherever you are. But as long as you have a bank account in Zambia, whatever you're dealing with directly to Bank of Zambia, this is what is going to happen is you put all your details, including your bank account and everything. So when you are doing direct, the Bank of Zambia will just access your account in your commercial bank. So that cuts for like because usually like myself, what I've been doing is as an individual, I've been just every time I want to auction, because auction happens twice in a month, every Thursday in 2 weeks. So there's bidding, there's auction in Bank of Zambia. So usually you have to take in mind those kind of dates. And always when you're instructing the bank or you are doing it by yourself, you have to match those dates so that you can bid and win that auction. So what am I saying here? I'm saying that who can invest in this? Individuals like you, like me, like everybody else, and also those who have companies. Companies, the same procedure as well. They also need to have a recognition number in Bank of Zambia. They need also to have a bank account in Zambia. Yeah, that's good. that's good. The number from application form from individual investor that you see Roger Vita display. I'm sure everybody is able to see. Form where to it at the CSD form. So when you fill in this one, it will give you give them all the details. They'll give you the number to recognize you whenever you are dealing with them. They will, oh no, we are dealing with Matthew Mutale. This is Matthew Mutale. This is Roger. This is whoever. At the same time, you can use the company to do the same thing. The only difference is that with the company you are is an organization. But both companies and individuals are able to benefit from this. And there are two benefits. It's either yourself you benefit and our country also benefits. Because like I said earlier in securities, when the bank borrows money from you, this money is used by the government to do so many other investments. And I remember the other day I was talking to one of the employees of Bank of Zambia. I said, why can't the Bank of Zambia, because I've seen that financing in Zambia is there's vexing financing in Zambia when you want to finance small businesses. That has been a big problem. So I was suggesting to one of the employees in Bank of Zambia, said, why can't you bring up you sell these ideas to small businesses so that they are able to buy these treasury bills or government bonds, so that when they put that money together, they put that money, it becomes a pool such that whoever is a member of that pool is able to borrow from the same pool.
That is, before you continue, that is a very good point. Bamwanza, if you are listening, what I was also thinking our cooperative probably at one point can do. That is a very big point. Point.
Yeah, like I said, I've always been talking to people in Bank of Zambia. There's Dr. Kariaria, there's Chipiri, Kapiri, and those other people in a specific department. So I was suggesting to them to say, I know that Bank of Zambia and the government here, they know what they want to do, but the suggestion to me, because I've been noticing a situation where the financing of small businesses is a vexing issue. So I suggested to them to say, if you as Bank of Zambia or as government go out there, start selling the idea of buying government bonds and treasury bills, so that when you sell to small businesses, all those small businesses, when they put the money in Bank of Zambia, just create that as a specific instrument which can help small businesses. Those who wanted to borrow money, that same specific pool can help small businesses to lend them and keep moving, pushing small businesses to higher levels. Other than having every day, we like so many people, so many governments, they've been talking very high about small businesses. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. But you know what happens? Financing takuli. So then you have any problem. So no matter whatever the government, if they're not trying to innovate, to find ways of how they can bring the money together, like the way the insurance companies do. When you insure your car, so many other people insure the car. When you are in an accident, it's not only your money that helps you to get out of that situation. It's the pool money.
It's the pool money. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So this is the same thing I was trying to suggest to some guys in Bank of Zambia. Okay.
We'll look at that question. You keep going.
Okay.
We have a lot of questions, by the way. So
yes, okay. So now let me just look at what are treasury bills. Only the central government can issue treasury bills. These are money market instruments with a maturity period of less than 1 year. The government issues 3 types of bills with a maturity period of like 91 days, 182, and 364 days. Investors can choose one depending on the liquidity they want. The most important thing to note is that T-bills do not pay more interest to holders. To make money in the market, investors buy T-bills at a discounted rate and sell at a premium. So, yes. So, in short, when you are putting money there, you are not just giving them, you are loaning them so that we charge them interest. But who does that? There are two types of, I mean, the same treasury bills, we can qualify to, the operations are the same with the government bonds. The only major difference is that the government bonds, they have minimum of 1 year or 2 years and up. So you put money in government bonds, it stays longer. You can't have access to it until maybe 4 or 5 years or 15 years. But with the treasury bills, if the way you look at it, you look at 91 days, 182 days, 364 days, you find that if you put your money for 91 days, after 91 days, you see your money come back. And the advantage, or another advantage though, is this, that you know that there's always interest fluctuation. Most of the time, interest fluctuates. But when you do these things, you lock it up. So if you are buying today, the interest you bought today is not going to change tomorrow, even until that thing, because like you've signed a contract. So if you have signed a contract for 91 days, even if the interest falls down or it goes up, you still get your money at that same level of interest. They locked your money in. I've been using treasury bills with one reason. The reason is I want to see my money grow. I don't want to start speaking. So in Daramashandi, munamu 2 years na bikire ama bonds ya share Africa with chidishani. Oh, limbiwa government na vandira. So I've been using Yama treasury bills because of the specific dates. I want to see after 3 months. In Daramashandi Shabwera. Oh, okay. Can she chishinga government walande fishing? Food nasa eshago. The next time I do it, okay, let me try 182 days. Pravine, I'm able to see my money in a short period of time. And unlike government bonds, you lock it in for a longer period of time. And at times you even get worried. But I would suggest though, that government bonds could be good. Like for example, you wanted to invest for your children, education. You don't want to access that money for a short time. If you have another 6 years, 7 years, by the time they are getting to 18 years, that money becomes a bulk, and you are even able to pay for their education, for their colleges. And speaking on that, sponsoring and whatever it is, I've sponsored my children. I don't even bother because I know I invested in treasury bills and in government bonds. Colleges has been an easy path for me, for my children.
And this is all the bonds to Zambia.
To Zambia, yes.
Wow.
To Zambia. And then first, the other issue that I would also talk about is how do you, for example, you're in diaspora. So you wanted to have all these things I've mentioned in Zambia. At the times, other people don't travel, but you can still do it. I started by doing this. As long as you have somebody like, for example, I have my brother who said, no, my brother, but I'm here, I can't be there. When you want to open a bank account in Zambia, you have to be present there. You cannot open you like offshore, no. So what I did to do that is also another good lesson you have to, because most people don't travel. Even if you travel, but at times you are not going to be there so often. So the key here is when you have a bank account in Zambia, you can open either by saying, partnering with your brother, your friend. You can just say, oh, well, Roger, let's say Roger is in Zambia. Say, well, Roger, can you go to form to open an account in a partner form? Where, because Roger bali ku Zambia. Oh,
you connected number. Our group, which by the way, Katushi can introduce, we call ourselves the Global Co-op.
Okay.
Cooperative, world over. We are global, by the way.
Okay.
So we are just about to sign an agreement in our Bank of Absa, where our members will be able to open an account. They don't need the partner to Zambia. Kuwatumina fie bakutumina phone wasaina ama forms passport wabika open passport ngani bakuisura account. So that one has been
Okay.
No. You tell me to partner with my brother. You tell me what will happen to my money.
No, but you see.
But just some good news as well. I just wanted to add this, Mr. Charlie, that there are banks now. There are about 2 or 3 banks that have. I'm in Zambia right now, and I'm speaking this. I don't need this, but I'm just saying it because I've noticed it's a constraint, as Mr. Laston is mentioning. There's Zazu and 2 other non-banks as well, who are allowing people to actually open virtual accounts. So I don't think that is no longer a complication now. I think as for now. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
so which means now we are in a process where we are moving into a right direction. Yes. But I like the point you've mentioned, Roger, of you have this kind of network. I also try to talk more on linkages, because at times when you create linkages, things get easier for you. Like I was mentioning bringing my brother or whoever is because there's an option of trying to create linkages so that that link can help you do whatever you can do global-wise.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you already know that you are able to create linkages that can help us into doing whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we are still talking about government bonds. The maturity of these securities is longer than 1 year. They are popularly called dated government securities. The maturity of these securities typically range from 5 years to maybe 40 years. In Zambia, usually there is like 15 years.
15 years.
Investors also earn a fixed interest rate when they invest in government securities. The interest rate can be both fixed and floating. Interest is received quarterly on the total amount of capital invested. So basically, these are the 2 major things that we can talk about. I know that there's a lot of information out there under Bank of Zambia, so many other investments you can do, but particularly because you asked me to talk about this because I'm practically doing it.
Yes.
Yeah. So the major thing when you are trying to invest as an investor in this, what you should come in mind is that these kind of investment are scam-free and hassle-free.
Scam-free, I like that.
So no one should tell you, oh no, I can do this for you, like the way you've been listening to so many other people move Bitcoin or whatever it is. Oh no, I can do this for you. No, with this one, if you create a link between your bank and yourself and Bank of Zambia, you are done. And you'll be able to access your money, you'll be able to draw, you'll be able to instruct your bank. Like here, I always write I've got some specific forms which are just, a letter just instruct, hey, I know that there will be auction on Thursday. Can you do ABCD for 61 days, for whatever days I want? Then the bank just works on my instruction. They do it, they go and they bid for me. I'm good to go.
Give us some examples. If in 60, what the average you invest, say for 60 days, I invest 10,000 kwacha. After 90 days, 60 days,
No, 91.
90 days. After 90 days, 10,000, how much should I expect?
Yeah, for example, let me pull something here. I just did recently. Let me pull something. Okay, no, yeah, for example, I just, which is going to mature in February. I just did recently, which when I sent a request to do it, it was like 40,000, which was hanging around. I said, no, let me put this in Treasury bills. Mm-hmm. So that money, 40,000, at that time I was doing it, we locked it in. The interest rate was 16%.
40,000 kwacha?
Yes.
Okay.
The interest rate was 16%.
Mm-hmm.
But we have the formula, though. I would also share with you the formula they use with the Bank of Zambia, so that it can give you a clear picture. Here, I'm just talking. Yeah. Mm. So I lock in 40,000 for 3 months. It gives me 8,000 on top, the difference. That is I'm going to earn 8,000.
Wow.
You see. So in total now, the money will come back as 48,000.
Yeah.
You can't make that money anyway.
No. This is serious money. This is percentage-wise.
So the key to make more money is to have more money to do the treasury bill, then you have more money back.
Hello, famous Zambians. If you short term 3 months, offer to fire, but that fire if you go sana. That will be the rate of
yes.
Calculator it is. Where is the calculator?
Yeah. So
I want to see what percentage in interest wise is that.
Let me pull it also the email I had.
Or whoever is faster. Mr. and Mrs. Monza, if you're faster, how much is that percentage wise? That is 400 x 440. I think it's close to 8% if I'm right. 8% per month?
20%. 8,000 as a factor of 40,000. 20%.
Yeah, usually interest rates go up to 26%. Usually interest rate, it depends on, because at times there's a competitive bidding in Bank of Zambia. When you face a challenge of competitive bidding, you are forced to bring down your, because at times you can instruct them to say, oh no, can you bid this at 16% or at 26%? So when there are too many people, then you'll be forced to, you might lose that bid, and then the following time, then so I had it 16%, which means there must have been a lot of people who bid. So mine didn't wake up, didn't pass.
Yeah.
Because there's bidding is not just automatic. You bid. There's what we call auction. And that happens in Bank of Zambia.
Can you lose a bid and then you've lost out until another round? Or
yes,
the Bank of Zambia will give you the next bid bunch?
No. Once you lose, you lose. You wait for another chance. Another time.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday, yes.
Okay. Okay. I don't know we should answer my questions. Is that Gilbert? You want to come in?
Yeah. Just on the same issue of bidding, I think maybe if you can just slightly explain much further what happens with the bidding. First of all, starting with the issue of what information comes out from Bank of Zambia concerning a particular opportunity, and then how do you usually react to it? And when you are picking percentages, where are you picking the percentages from? Are you just coming up with them in your mind, or what's the situation? So maybe give us a clear picture of the bidding, because in our minds, what we were thinking about, what I was personally thinking is, the moment an opportunity comes, they're expecting, let's say, for example, 50 million kwacha. Mine is just to add my portion in there, and other people can add their portion. So to hear that I can miss an opportunity and wait for next testing, and it'll be good to hear a little bit more about it. Thanks.
Okay. This is what normally happens. In this kind of investment, you are the one who's supposed to be checking on interest rates. There is also a brochure from Bank of Zambia or from your bank, your commercial bank. They tell you to say, oh, interest rates are in this range. For let's say 91 days is this. For 182 days is this. For 364 days is this. They outline those interest rates. So when you are trying to bid, you are trying to instruct your bank. You choose, let's say it's 91 days. So, and that 91 days is saying 91 days is 16%, for example. Then all you do is you just instruct, then the bank will do whatever they want to do. When it goes there, you find that, because there are, let me put it this way. There are two types. there's competitive and non-competitive bidding.
Right.
On a competitive bidding, that's where you give your whatever your interest rate. On none is where you just submit whatever is there, they take, and that's the one that is automatic. You just send your paperwork, everything you come back, you already waiting for your money to mature next period of time. But with the competitive, that's where now there will be like adjustment. Oh no, there's so many people who have applied for this and that, and then you end up failing, and you wait for the next time for you to send another instruction for bidding for auction.
And
usually that's what happens.
Yeah, and in addition, according to here, those who want to hear, the minimum to invest is 1,000. That's the minimum. The range for the 1,000 is between 1,000 to 499,000. All those numbers, according to the Bank of Zambia here, they are saying they go into non-competitive. The only people who go into competitive, it is 500,000 and going upwards. So some of us who are not going to have enough money to go beyond the 500,000, I think our cooperative can easily raise this one. What do you think? Can you?
No, on top of that, I can give you another example. I'm not only doing this as an individual, we also have a company we incorporated both here and in Zambia.
Mm-hmm.
We call it DVB, Diaspora Village Banking. But we're not the activity we do is we just put the money together, then we start looking for investments in Zambia. We don't give like the way these other village, whatever it is, when they put the money together, then they give Roger, then the next thing they give. No, we don't do that. All we've done is, how can we create capital? Then 20 of us came together. We incorporated a company called DVB, LLC in Washington. And then we have the same company under this one, which is in Zambia, Insaka Business. Yeah, Insaka Business Solutions. So why did we do this? We wanted to be accessing what is happening in Zambia for us to have that company in Zambia, but as founders, we are here. But we just put people so that whatever we want to do, they want to look at us as, oh, these are outside the country, so we can't give them deals. So what we did was we had to create this company in Zambia. We registered it, and we started even using the same company to do treasury bills and government bonds. So that it's easy for us to work with the Zambian community under our Zambian indigenous company there than using, I don't know how you've done with your cooperative, whether it is just like globally like that, but the good thing is you need to have that something on the ground.
We are in the process. We are in the process of registering back home.
Because in everything that we are doing, the key is to have a commercial bank account in Zambia.
Okay. No, we are in the process. So let's allow as many people as possible. Raise your hand if you have a question. Please raise your hand. How long, have you been doing
treasury bills?
Yes.
No, since 2010.
So almost 12 years.
12 years.
Have you lost money doing this?
No. The only thing that I do is like, for example, like this is what I said to earlier. I said, you have to be on the checkout on interest rates. That's the only thing. It's like I'm a stock on a shan. But for treasury bills, it's better than a stock in the sense that it's once everything goes down, all your money goes down. But with this treasury bill, like I said, it'll be fixed.
Okay.
So,
Dr. Manda is here. He has a question to ask you.
Okay.
All right, thanks. So if we're sort of starting off, we might be starting off from the dollar perspective, right? So we'll be sending the dollar and then sending the dollar to Zambia. And then you've got commissions, and then you've got other transaction fees. And then ultimately, once the money is then converted to the kwacha in Zambia, well, right now, you know, the kwacha is strong against the dollar, stronger. But then in the past, the kwacha was always being devalued. So with respect to the interest rate that you'd get for these securities versus the inflation, how has that game played out? And also considering you're also sending money, and then that money, you know, you send $10, but then what you receive in Zambia is not really $10. And so when you factor all that in, how has that game played out? Do you still come up to be on top? And then how on top do you come out to be?
Okay, this is how I worked it out. I thought through all that. I was like, one, I need to have two types of account: dollar account and kwacha account. When I see things are not working well with the kwacha account, I start working with the dollar account.
Oh.
That was what I did. So I have both kwacha and dollar. So when I see the kwacha is performing crazy right there, I move my things, becomes dollar. But I will not touch my kwacha because I already have. All I will need to do is just to keep sending the dollar to a dollar account. And that's how I've been balancing. And then the other question maybe somebody might have is like, for example, I'm here in diaspora. How do I access the money to bring over here? What I've made a decision to say, whatever I'm doing in Zambia, because you know when I'm taking back I'm getting my money from Zambia to here, I'll face a challenge of a loss because of the variance in terms of dollar kwacha. So what I normally do is whatever is in Zambia, deal with the Zambian situation. I don't want to bring money from there to here. No. So if I need to go to Zambia, let me use those monies in Zambia as in Zambia. Done. So there's no major loss there.
I mean, a lot of people here, I'm sure you are building, they're doing some small construction.
Yes,
we are always sending money, in short.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like you mentioned the thing of like building. This is what that's why that money I can't even touch, bring it over here. I'm using the same money, getting another property manager to go and do my property investment. Like I have those Maryland Plaza apartments. I'm building in Chibombo area there. So I'm still using the same money, but I can just give also instructions to my bank to say, can you pay this contractor, do ABCD? That's how I do it.
Okay. Bamtonga. You are on mute. You are on mute, ma'am. You're on mute. We can't hear you. You're on mute. Okay.
Okay,
wonderful.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity. Mr. Mtale, since you've been doing this, I would like to know, the interest earned, is that considered taxable income in Zambia?
Usually interest rate is, even here, is taxable. So, but since I've been doing this in Zambia, it hasn't fallen under the taxable bracket. Nobody has taxed me. Nobody.
Okay. And then my second question is that, like, for instance, like if let's say you open a bank account virtually, which I know is possible. I just found out recently that you can do it, right?
Okay.
So when you make your transactions, are those detectable by for instance, I live in the US, the US government, will that be considered as offshore investments?
No, usually when you are sending money nowadays, the form you write up, there's a question. What is the money you are sending for? Is it for purchasing this? Is it for that kind of form of questionnaire? So it's up to you which one you choose. Like, for example, I say, oh, I'm helping family problems, for example. There's that answer. Yeah. So if I click in there, then I send.
Okay,
so it depends on what you are doing. If you are doing business, you're also going to click on business, definitely to attract some kind of taxation either way.
Okay, so in other words, what you're saying, let's say I open an account in Zambia, right, a commercial bank, and then I attach it to Bank of Zambia. So when I'm transferring money from my account here to my account in Zambia, those are the questions they ask you. They have filter questions where you'll be specific. You're sending money directly to your commercial bank. and then your commercial bank does the transactions on your behalf. So what I'm asking is, when you transfer money into your bank account in Zambia, you don't say it's for business. You just say it's just to help. That's where you're saying it's, I say, so the questions are very specific.
Yeah, no, but this what happens also. This should be in back of everyone's investors' mind. When you are dealing with the Bank of Zambia, you are dealing with your commercial bank. No, say whatever they are doing for you, they are not doing it also for free. They will also charge you.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, they will charge you for the services they're going to render to you. It's not too much, maybe about $200 to be fixed, kind of 200 kwacha. Yeah, something like that. So whatever you're doing can be monitored through that way. And that's why now the Bank of Zambia wants that number, so that even when they know exactly what to do, if there's TPIN, because you also need to have TPIN in Zambia. You see? So all that is just trying to prepare. In future, maybe they will start using those things. They are trying to, for now, they are not even using it. You can have TPIN, but nothing is happening with it. They are not using it.
Okay.
But I'm sure they have this plan. They have this plan. Say one day they will go and start pouncing on those things, so that they are able to make money from all those that don't even pay taxes. I'm sure that's what they are trying to prepare.
Okay. Thank you.
So ngana musakamana indalamu kuisa kunonga shireisa. I think the banks are more worried if you are bringing how much? More than 10,000? Both in Canada and America. If you are bringing 10,000, that's when they are worried. Ngaili consistent. 3 pin every month, I think it's better to tell Uncle Sam that you are receiving that money.
Yes.
Or else.
Yeah, because actually, like what Mr. Mtale said, if I'm going to be buying government bonds or treasury bills in Zambia, I don't why would I want that money to come back?
No.
The whole idea is to have money back home.
Yes.
Instead of keeping it here, where the interest rates, even on money markets, are like point something, blah, blah. And my money is just there, but they're using it. So I might as well be sending it to Zambia and investing there instead of keeping money here in my savings account, where I'll be tempted to even use that money for something. So even if it's a minimum of 200 every other month, I might as well send it to Zambia than keep it here, because I'm bound to use it on something very non-essential over here. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. More questions. Ramosa or Miss Victoria, one of the two.
I just wanted to comment on the tax issue. Now, it's the way tax treatment or worldwide tax works in the US. If you're a US citizen, it means that you're subject to worldwide taxation. So the income you earn in form of interest in Zambia is supposed to be taxable, because you are taxed for anything that you do throughout the world. That's the way the tax regime in the US works. Unless you are able to demonstrate that whatever you've earned outside has been expended somehow, then you have not had any income. So what is important is for you to say how you can not avoid tax, but how you can reduce on how you pay tax. So tax is a very vexing issue when it comes to investment, but there's always a way to get around it. So it would be very good to deal with a tax lawyer so that you're able to be advised, because anything that you earn, it could be $10, it will still be taxed for as long as you're a US citizen.
Yeah.
No. I mean, if you look at Ben Maddox was basically doing the same thing. It took 20 years, but they still caught up with him. So my advice is that find a way of making sure.
Okay, no, it's timely advice.
Timely warning.
That's a good advice. And that's what, coming to what we just said, that's a very good advice. That's the reason why we have DVB, LLC in DC, and then we have Insaka Solution Business in Zambia. So whatever the money is, you'll be dealing with that company there. Everything else, whatever the contracts and everything, because we've already financed that company using and then it ends up there. So let it deal with the Zambian tax laws, wherever it is over there.
As a matter of fact, your point.
That's one way of shielding your investment. But if you are going to be investing as an individual, it's very, very difficult. But now, like as Mr. Mtale put it, the LLC has to file tax returns at the end of the day in Zambia. They could file a loss. It's none of the government business to know how you've made losses, but at least you've complied with the law. Equally here, the LLC here,
the same thing,
to do a zero declaration, and you go on and doing your business, and you know that your money is multiplying one way or another. So it's just going into some what you call creative ways of making money. So there's beyond what Mr. Mtari said. The underlying thing is that you must be very, very creative after you've started doing that, because whatever income you earn will be taxed.
It will be taxed, yeah.
It's
very critical.
Creative ways of avoiding tax.
Tax, yeah. I saw in Canadian taxes here, they always ask, do you have investment over 100,000 outside Canada? Why would I even bother telling them? But it's very, very true what you have said about these people have about magician Pandaram. So what we are going to do, is those who came late, some of the questions they are asking is, I think Namrondora, why you do treasuries? Treasuries, they pay much quicker. Ama bonds, to me, actually, sana fava kwa tambona abana kuno diaspora. Today losing abana wesibale losing a link in Zambia. Ama bonds, wa mustira fe bonds. Akala posa kwa manopia Zambia. That's the way I feel. So we really push that people and probably make our cooperative more useful. So what we are going to do, is now tell our people 1, 2, 3 step. They want to buy treasury bills. This Thursday, the next one is Thursday, the 13th, is the auction for the first bond in 2021. You know, these people are very aggressive here. Some may want, but timetable we'll be sharing every month, club. So tell the people number 1, 2, 3, but if Kushta treasury bill, what they should do.
Okay. Usually when I started I'm a treasury bill, the minimum value paid about 50,000 kwacha was the minimum. So lately now it's a flex, it has come down. Last time it was like 29,000. You have the minimum you can do trade is 29,000. But that's how they've been doing. But this is the steps. So it depends on.
No, but hold on. So only 1,000 and
no, guys, this is what they are flexing now. They want to bring in
as many people as possible.
Yes, they want to bring in as many people as well. And that 1,000 you are talking about is like they don't want it to go through competition or something. It automatically qualifies. And they know that there's not too much money you're going to make out of. They are just building your steps, baby steps. So that when you make a little money on 1,000, the next thing you say, oh no, let me do another, until you build up your steps. So no, but this is like you've identified. Thursday of every 2 weeks.
Yes.
So usually to me, this is what I do, because usually I correspond with my bank. I don't even use that form CSD, because at the end of the day, even my bank will also earn an interest, does earn a commission, even if I use the SDA form. Yeah. So all I do is I just write a letter to the bank manager. Can you do? I have 40,000 which I need to put into treasury bills, and that's it. Then they do whatever they are going to inform that same day on Thursday. The auction has gone through. This is what you expect in the next 3 months. You already know even the money you are going to get when it matures. That's what normally happens. So those are the steps you can take. One, talk to your bank manager, your branch, wherever your bank account is. That's your branch manager. Talk to them. They know who deals with the treasury bill within that same bank. And then they will do whatever the job they do to send it to Bank of Zambia before Thursday, the auction day. Yeah. So those are the best advice, because most that's why I said it's hassle-free and it's scam-free, because you know you are dealing with the institutions. You're not dealing with me as an individual, like, no. Deal with your bank.
Yeah.
Once, okay, let me see. You have just explained. You have to go through your commission, right? But then how do you start bidding? Do you register, or you just instruct your manager to do it?
Oh, I see. Although the audio is like cutting and cutting. Yeah, but if I could understand it, you are saying the answer could be everything. If you entrust your bank, that means you've saved all other worries, because the bank they know their system. So the only job you're going to do is you're just going to say, hey, you guys, I wanted to buy treasury bills of 50,000. And I want it in 91 days. That's all you say to your bank. So the rest, they take care of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the minimum now is 1,000.
Yeah, a minimum right now they are saying is 1,000. But like Bamtare is saying, if you want to make a kabak, charging mapekani nakoka 1 pin kakuma nako 10,000 nangule poka 20% ba Mwanza of 10,000, that's 200. Tetu ipoke kuno wao.
Actually, all the interest that you get from any bank, like you just deposit 500 digital deposit regularly, you can't get it. Yeah. You can't get it. That's the only best way and safer way of doing business. By doing treasury bills, but there are other investments that we can do other than. But you should always start with a step. You have to motivate the Nero number moving into another direction, because the step ile kuita motivate ile kumfisha bwino wamfa bwino ero nombo wati kanshi nomba na large efo chifire chaba not chirashupa elingi waya chita invest pakulu ero wasanga indala masiya
ero wale kokulala wale kokulala no sleeping yeah
nangu mwadi tu stadium said but toala tampa
njamivisa pakuti varoja vantu minefanishi valishiva varoja ati nalilanda pwefu naloni chini pamwela papeni apa twalelanda pamwela peni elio ngana mwaya ku YouTube channel kumwande kulive video specifically video hii lelanda exactly how we can do our treasury bills and that. I used to speak like that. There is a video on my YouTube channel.
Back YouTube.
Niba hope abo.
Elizabeth.
Oh yeah. So you see iringi ngatwakumana kuno. ili achitulanda very amubwala na chitafichita materialize, especially nga mulala nderi achimuli muba. You know, this investment, the moment urefu mafe pala pachivi pale, na fyose fya shala munamwe. So ili takuwa kumisende nga serious, unless mwachima vimweve na no, na tuwe discuss this kind of business. Then tuikale kulia, maybe those things, not if you are to asa kumana vena waroja tu, limuba tu ambo kusaba ila kusaba. Lilele ashitia kusansanta. So people don't even take it serious. Others, because now kwatako information about certain things, others are taking it serious because they've read something, they are just trying to confirm, and they've confirmed. Now they will go back. The next thing, I have so many people who've talked about this thing who are motivated. And that's how we also came up with that company, because after I motivated the group, and now that this company has been dealing with the treasury bills. And we don't want to have any manager to let it be a manager when we can do these things offshore.
So now if we can do this as a group,
exactly. Already, I'm getting ideas.
Yeah, we are getting as that.
Yeah, the most important thing is to follow through on our ideas. Now, I'm telling you brought in a very good point about dealing with banks in Zambia. I mean, I have some good experiences and very bad experiences with some of the banks. I'll give a recent example. I mean, my bank card with one of the banks expired 3 months ago. And I've been going back and forth just to get my debit card. And I've not heard from them, you know. And even to go online to try and move money from one bank to another, because I got so fed up with this one bank, and I thought, well, there was one bank which is performing very well, so let me move money from there to there. Even to move that money was an issue. I had to send 10 emails, and I had to instruct my lawyer to send them a friendly letter. That's when they acted, you know. So
a friendly letter.
Yes. I think your issue, if you really need to move from one bank to the other, there are very few actions you can take. At the time, this is what we do. Let's say mulikuza nako mulefo kuya ku Barclays. So muleta yes na wakuza nako ade. No, you don't even need to do that. All you need to do is go to Barclays, go and open an account. Ngama isura account kula kulia. Iseni no mbabwerere nikuza nako. It's either you make a bank transfer to that account and you start depositing in this account. Baka sa isanga ina ishala idi dry. Imo mule bomfe ya ku Barclays.
No, exactly, but my interest was to know, see, I have 1 or 2 banks that I'm dealing with, but I'll be interested in knowing which bank you are using. Not that I want to attack your account, but I just want to spread my search, you know. I mean.
Okay. So to me, I use Zanaco. I used to have Barclays. But I'm in a process to use Zambia National Building Society with one reason now is because of the nature of their business. Where Zambia National Building Society, well, you can have money in their account, and you can even tell them we want to build something. They can do it for you. Why not? Because now we're comfortable. Now I'm quite in the account to me. Zambia National Building Society, but my account is in Zanaco. I've been trying to push Zanaco. Therefore, no, that service they don't do unless maybe in future they start thinking about it. But at times nowadays you need to, like I said, when you are creating linkages, you need to start thinking of account. Because at times you don't need at times so you find that if you opened your account with the let's say Zambia National Building Society, you know the major benefit is for if you really want to build. You can tell Zambia SBS because that was shown before but transaction and whatever it is with you, they do that for you. And then another one is Stambik.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to play devil's advocate because I've had nightmares with one or two of the banks out there. So I'm just warning others that look, when you choose a bank, just search widely because there are a lot of challenges. Sometimes your projects can't take off just because the
bank is playing with your money.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, because you see, they're also making money out of our money. So if they know that Mr. Mtare has got 1 million kwacha, they would rather delay any activity because they're also buying bonds.
They are also buying bonds.
They're using your money. So they're making money out of your money. So they'll try and play around with the account just to make sure that you don't have access to your money. So just be careful and deal with those banks. That's why I asked for the name of the bank he was using because it seems like he's having fun. You see?
In my bank, Bamonza is FNB. So far, so good. Getting paper by FNB. I pay my people I've bought land with. Nabika Mufendarama, I think this Christmas, I thought it was a very good experience.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's the kind of information which I thought we need to share. I won't talk about the bad one, but FNB is one of those good ones that I've dealt with. I also worked with the Zanaco before they sold it to the Rush Bank. So at least before they sold it, I had a good relationship with them. So I just wanted to warn others that just be careful when you shop around for a bank. Some of those banks, they're a nuisance.
So we hope everyone information. By the way, we are not financial advisors. We are just here to talk like friends. Should you invest and things don't go right at our cooperative way? No, but these are some of the benefits of having our team together. This is going to be one of the benefits. We're going to be bringing people who are going to share very valuable information. AMA forms. Yes.
My name is Gilbert. Sorry, I joined in late.
Yeah.
I'm asking for the YouTube link. He mentioned about the YouTube link that he has. So I would like to have a look at that.
Are you a member of the cooperative, Gilbert?
I don't know to remember what it means because I'm on the forum.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's what I meant.
Yes.
So I will post the link. His link. I'll post it. I'll post it in both the co-op and the marketplace, and then you can watch it from there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. We want to keep our time. It's 12:05. We want to end. Well, 12:05 my time here where I am. So we want to end. I hope you found this discussion helpful. We are going to do a lot of math, Bamwanza. One of the advantages is also you can buy, that instrument can use as a collateral to borrow more money from the bank if you wanted to borrow more money. So like you said, you have ideas are running in your head. Please keep them running and let's share those ideas, see where we go. So I don't see any question here. Any other question? Now I got a question. Bamtale? My Varomas has come up here. Varomas.
But there's a hand from Patrick.
Oh, I can't see the hands here. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, Mr. Patrick. Mr. Patrick, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm based out of the U.S., so I wanted to find out is the bank accounts. I mean, the banks that you actually mentioned. Are we able to open those online without actually being physically in Zambia?
Okay, ABSA, I know you can open because we are having a relationship with them. But Gilbert is here. Gilbert, go ahead with what you explained and make sure you are giving them banks which will not run with their money because
so I had mentioned that there are some organizations that have set up what is called virtual banks now. So that has been allowed by the Security Exchange Commission for certain companies to operate as virtual banks. I know that is something that is not new for you guys outside, but that is something that has been happening now for the last three years, if I'm not mistaken. So companies like Zazu are doing that. You can open a virtual bank there, ZAZEU, Zazu. And what I would do is that since I've got a very close relationship with FNB, I actually stay almost near that place. I can also confirm, I also use that bank as well. And I've had a very good experience both for the company and personally. I can confirm for you if they will be willing to accept applications, you know, overseas.
Okay, good. So you share with me, and then I'll post in the group. Yeah.
Not a problem.
Okay, that was Brother Romas there. So thank you so much.
Brother Romas is a new person. Yes. Patrick, that was Patrick.
Oh, that was Patrick. Yeah. Oh, Brother Romas is a new person.
Yes.
No, but my question when our time has run out.
But Chair, that was just a quick one. I'm sure
okay,
you can.
Go ahead. No problem, my brother.
Yeah, if it will be on the chat group, just let me know. Like I said, I joined late, and I was wondering about the rates for the TBs. Where can I find those? Do we have a link where we can have that information? Like some of us who have missed. I know I can go back to the recording, which you're doing, but besides that, if I don't want to listen to the entire recording, I'm interested to know the rates at this point. Where do I go?
That's a good question, Mamdali.
No, it's a good question. Like, for example, if I want the rates, usually to me, because I've already subscribed, so usually it's either Bank of Zambia sending me the rates or my Zanaco, they are always sending me what do they call? There's a brochure they send. So if you want, I can be sharing or I can share. Because usually they send me every time they update me because they know I have interest to learn this, learn that. But your bank can tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have any Bambo Kwangalira Kuli exchange rate, are the interest rates going down now, or what is happening?
No, it has come down. Yeah, it has. It has come down. Let me see what's the interest rate now.
But we thank God that
interest rate.
We can have confidence in our economy the way it is. It is just wonderful. Yeah. So all the information, please share.
Yeah, I'll share. I have some brochures. I'll share. I'll send it to you. Actually, send me your email, then I can send because it's bulk. So I can send you a Roger. Yeah.
No problem. No problem. So thank you so much, everyone. Good number, surprisingly, came. People are so eager to.
So number, first of all, you don't have to push. The cooperative is dealing in what? Because you have to have.
Well, it's co-op I think by name, by investments. We are going to play into a lot of sectors. Energy, we want to be there. Mining, Bamanza, we want to play. We cannot just let the Swiss companies play in the mining. In financial sector, we want to play, like Gilbert is talking about all these institutions which are coming up. Those are already existing. So in short, we can put in our money as a group, because what we have said is, as individuals to Ariesha, we're not going anywhere. Okay. So yeah, so let's come together. Our group was I don't know if they are members, but we have about 200 people in there. So we hope things like this will motivate a lot of people, you know, to want to do something. I think we can move mountains.
But then the better advice. I know you have this wide range of plans you want to do in the cooperative, but all you need to do is, first of all, wherever the money that you have can afford, other than look, it's like you're a general player, mufield, musoka, uli 8 ku 9 kushani.
That's a good point. What we are going to do is we are going to prioritize.
Like what we did ourselves, you should talk with the raise like $40,000. The first thing that we thought was in treasury bills, because while we are thinking of other plans, we just had to put the DVB money into treasury bills. Why we sit down now say no to kuikala jipande pande no mbwasa abani wewa jeno kalusha waya ulimugo ulimushi.
No, that's good advice. I'm sure we're having mule umfakwa pai. Sasa kwa kabe okutalikana tiyo bike mindalama ku potri yo then ku fisheries na mumfa for bana. Na financial to nekede cover ya pa accountant news. Yeah. So thank you. Mwele Zambia babupe, enjoy. Miss Judy, are you in Zambia? Okay. You enjoy you, but thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Okay, cheers, Mamko.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
This is good. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Okay, cheers, Mamko.
So if you want Tarikansh, it's pande. Chipande. We go 80, we go 60, we go 5. Now open. Yeah. Okay. Share one for Mr. Mute. Mr. Mute.
Nati emaishi chakuita avoid because iringi vamukorenga vafula tabucha bwangu
Samaidias yafula
yafula so yaleta muntu ngatamuli discipline yamba kuleta wapandira pale ati nomba kate pa 6 wayate pa 8 pa 10 then wachata twinde kafiri no, but discipline and then you have to make sure constitution yeah, because in your constitution you can't do anything outside your constitution.
Yes.
Then that's the only way you can guide yourselves.
Constitution right now.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This was a very good meeting.
Oh, is that my pastor? Where?
Yeah.
I can't even see your name. Is not even here. Now, what about nobody Monica? My sister now balance thing as I know. That's what our father say. No, but Pastor, thank you. I didn't even see your name. You come.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there is my name. There's just numbers there. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Well, this was
okay. I will Roger.
Yeah. Okay, no,
I will send you information.
Sure. I will be sharing with our
people.
Awe takuri ni dashira kwa tiku amano mambulwa so
why katikira yo kuna
yawe ule visa mano nomba yaka kuombera kwisa kungumbo yala bomba kwa mano
ngawafwa.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Pastor. Thank you. Miss Rebecca.
I tried my brother. Hey, Maroja. So, could you watch that invest individually?
You're a good question. Let me have a good question. But the fact that we place a PAMO as a team does not stop us from doing whatever we've been doing and go like invest. But individually, a team will go far. Team will go far. But if you want to do individually, I think it's one thing we are going to put in our agreement. But using the cooperative idea, I'm cooperative, like something. I think we should be liberal.
Because if I push kuliko kwali nalikwataka investment yakanono ku Zambia no mbandefo ifuna na alefasha sana okwishiba ma bonds ya bomba Bank of Zambia bonds yeah so na chiba ndipanchito so nangu na chiba live na shachira umfwa na chira stuff na chasupira kufuna na lengera kona umfwa ko wanu nafuma pofofine so nshumfuire fyonse. So, nachira fire any mwaiba timwala chita share ka?
Nishu mumfile. Let's start from there. Nishu mumfile.
Tapali nefa mumfile. Ponesa mumfa fefia kulast ya.
Okay. Fio mumfile po nala miye mumfile po. Fio kwe bati. Ushitama treasury bills. Teskamu yala mana bumfio muntu mana bumfia na. Awe. Niku banki. It is between imwe na banki. The Bank of Zambia ends there. It's not a scam under whatsoever. And then you just need to tell your bank to Zambia. Minimum 1,000. Number 1,000.
1,000 kwacha.
Kwacha. Number 1,000 kwacha. Ngani say 15%. Nishwa mpela say something like shinga 12 kwacha something. Apale komule. So akakalamba nangu 10 pini na mvika kumrepo kera 20
baya bamdale na chafo kupshana nikani interest rate ya bashani
ila vary. That was another question. So your bank will be able to tell you na ma brochure wakala share.
No, the town next.
Ramtari.
Kabwe. It's about 2 hours from the capital city, Lusaka.
Ramtari.
Yes.
Ramtari nabaya.
Oh, nimwe stone. Ramling.
We never wrote a time. Let me change my name.
Hello.
You are Roger.
Over Roger.
Mkwai
inapa I'm new. Then I'm in Zambia.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Kukabwe. So Mkwai.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm not yet part of the COP. If I want to participate, how do I do it?
Join. So you probably be a member. The fee 500 to join.
Okay.
But to do what we are doing, once advice.
Okay.
Kuli nani kane kuli feedback kunu
okay, no problem. Okay, no problem.
Kuli abalera nda kuno.
Yeah, kuli abali pa Zoom na mabambi futi. So
Songa machita.
Kuli ba technology munganga mwenu.
Bali imbi futi group bapush. So
anyway, no problem. So information you need to actually share as general information to the members. We were sharing. You don't need to belong to the group for you to go to your bank and say therefore star ama treasury kwata bank uko but as a group I think tukaivo mfyako na ifine bachilanda mwabika bose ndalamo pamo mwantu ala wakati kalupia kalepanika kwa kalongolo
okay. Your number Andy, I think you can include me on the group.
So okay. In number that in
0977.
Are you able to inbox me by the upper pen up? So I can write it.
Let me see if I can. Yeah. Ni Roger. Hello.
Just never Roger. So just
hello.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. I'm losing. From the land.
I think I'm having a problem. I don't know when I'm got a pen and I'm never got a pen.
Okay, go ahead.
0977.
Okay.
49.
49 or 09?
49.
Okay,
49.
Okay.
99.
Okay.
36.
Okay.
Yes. No, Kabita.
No, Kapita. Okay.
The
main,
No, Kabita. Kabita.
Oh, Naimona. The main group here is Sula.
Okay.
Tunamilika muli co-op marketplace. I think like I share my information in both.
Okay. All right. No, it's been an interesting meeting and
yes,
we've learned a lot.
You are wonderful. This is
That's what
I would have thought.
Yeah, I'm quite.
Miss Rebecca. I'm here.
So if na chafua yati ngufu ikishe sana na nomba na missing a few so
about from missing it.
Aye.
So normally the thing I'm left to invest as a individual.
I think
kuli form ya kupera 10 character kuli phone ya kupera wa bank. I'll research it. Let me know which one is your bank. Almost all banks have got forms feeding to buy treasuries or bonds, so I can send it. I'll share.
Okay. Okay. Nkaba to me now the bank per Monday for what they'll say.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Kuno kumwe somo vikile 5 pini nga bakupera ku 20 nopo bakupera po 20 cents.
Imwe shuwa
Abantu wako
na inena aliwa discourage na nga machinje stay invest kuno mwana alolesha ama $1
$1 5 pini
indala mo wingi basa kupera mu $1 nati yawe kumwesu kanshi investment ile bomba bwino mwe
yawe ile bomba kayina tutwale bomba shafika tuchinjwa buke nomba nista kusta invest no
mwandi nachua machene chimwe
wa mute konomba nista kusta invest.
It's true. Nomba nani mitumenda ka message mwali imona ile
nani miasuka fisha miasuki
nisho tamwanja swiki
we ngapho kwelefia na sisa ngathi bathi ntumina message unjira bapita mawas ngapha pita mawas
mama nathi abantu aba kuchenjela nabo ka
ala bafia ifwe
because kuti mwayingishamo ero mwaisanga mwambo kulubulula mwamona because bali mukulubulula bali
yingwe ni nasho nje nasho mrenje awe iyala limwe nene from the outset basara nda period batambirepo nefinto fubale ya mobwingi fyalinsa kamika fyalinsa kamika ta awe naisho
balambo kulubulula bali
efa chimoneke
abale yamba no basi I think it's just a matter of timing. Maybe in 2 weeks time. Taleangala. So wale fwa bai sunkirishe ko sana ku government so that watch the cover finto for bachita mwamona
da kabombe
anyway we thank God that kuli ama revelations yametoa mfwa ku finto na finto
tekanisha kwa wa milonoti maiposa pe mchinti fast you are there efon sambirire ndesambira kutekanya ine shatekanya na kale awo sapirira ku bantu indala malete indala
mwasa ibika mmira
so like if ne balera ndawati mwabika muntu nekenero pamwe mwabika muntu nekero mulero lela investment yalo ndoroka I think ndalama kwate ndalama mwakwata nomutima wane I think ichikwena natu tontonka nyapo but meanwhile ndalama shino chile pamu that is
chile pamu
the worrying part Mr. Rebecca but ama foreigners ever they start again na ma treasuries
ebaleshita nomba ifona tuikala
no mweso wesu matuika so tufinga to amba fetuka fulefe to afa nango 1000 ngamuashita awe ndalama nishaikala muchana kapali tishireko samuntu share wachibika mwe yakufumya mutefu
akufumya mwe
kapali kweba ati no scam no sha this should be our goal is to now start keeping the money in our country.
Yes. And then these projects that we want to do. Could you isolate that at least in
Namo building. To be a very good way of building.
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Nancy. Oh, Mr. Rebecca, it's you. Goodbye. Thank you.
Okay, Chisuma then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.